Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's practice. Today we have a sequence focused on moon salutations. Now there are lots and lots of variations of moon salutations. I've tried and tested lots of them, but this sequence in particular is one that I just keep coming back to time and time again. I just really love it. I love getting into the swing of it, into the flow of it, and it always leaves me feeling really good, really open, and just really kind of in the zone. So hopefully you love it as well. As always, grab anything you need. If you want any props, do grab those, and let's just get started today in a kneeling position at the back of the mat. So just start seated with a tall spine. Just let your hands rest onto your knees or your lap. Close your eyes, and as always, we'll just take a few moments just to arrive. Perhaps you're doing this sequence in the evening and you've had a really busy day. There's lots going on in your mind, in your life, so just allow yourself to start to slow it all down. And as a society, this is one of the hardest things to do because we're constantly on the go. Even when we're sat doing nothing, we're looking at our phones or being stimulated by the TV. And it's very rare that we just pause, close the eyes, and just be with our bodies, our minds, and our breath. So let's just start there. Begin to take your full awareness to the way in which you're breathing. Maybe you stay with the natural breath. Maybe you begin to just deepen and lengthen your breath. But begin to breathe in a way that feels calming and easeful. No force. And as you're breathing, just remind yourself that this is now your time. You have nowhere else to be apart from be here on your mat with your body, with your breath. So continuing to breathe, just let the eyes flicker open. Release your hands forwards, make your way into tabletop position. Bring the hands under the shoulders, the knees underneath the hip, and we'll start just by releasing through the spine. So on your inhale, drop your belly, raise the gaze, simple cow pose. And then exhale, round the upper back, draw the chin to the chest. Again, like that, inhale to drop the belly, raise the gaze. Exhale to round the upper back, chin to chest. Good, and then just continue to move through your cat-cows in your own time with your own breath. Maybe close the eyes, really just tune in, feel into each vertebrae of the spine. And as always, maybe get some other movement involved. Maybe get the hips involved, the shoulders, the arms. Just begin to move around, loosen everything up. Just really trying to work off any stagnant energy from the day. And then eventually just come back to your stable tabletop position. Spread and press through the fingertips, and then on your inhale, just go ahead and tuck your toes. And then exhale, lift your hips, come into downward facing dog. And then same here, just begin to move around in any way that you want to move. Just a really great place to check in with the body, notice what feels tight, how it's feeling, what feels good. Beautiful. And then eventually just find stillness. Let the ankles fall to the earth with gravity and just think about drawing your chest towards the thighs. Let's here take a full cleansing breath in through the nose. And a big sigh, let it go. Really nice. On your inhale, look forwards. And as you exhale, begin to walk your feet all the way to the front of the mat. Find ragdoll position, feet hip distance, let the head hang, maybe grab opposite elbows. And for a moment, just sway side to side. Just using this to let go of anything you don't need, any stresses, worries, heaviness. Just let it all fall from the crown of the head. And then eventually find stillness. Release the arms to the floor. Tuck the chin to the chest and slowly begin to roll vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up the spine. Just letting the head, letting the neck be the last thing to come up. And once you get to the top, let's just take a full shoulder roll. Draw them up, down and back. And then just close the eyes, find stillness. And once you've found stillness, just come back to the breath. And if you haven't already, now just begin to find a steadiness to the breath. Still easeful, still calm, but a nice steady rhythm that will guide you through our sequence today. And then when the breath feels steady, just allow the eyes to open. Good. From here, let's take a step over to, let's turn the body to the left. So facing the left side of your yoga mat. Feet can be together, feet can be hip distance apart. We'll start nice and slowly, just warming the body, and then eventually we'll get into a nice rhythmic flow of it. So from mountain pose, let's inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. Interlace the fingers apart from the index finger. And then as you exhale, side bend over to the right. On an inhale, rise back up. And then exhale, side bend to the left. On an inhale, rise back up. And then as you exhale, separate the hands. And we're going to take a big step to the left with the left foot. Heels in, toes out, and then bend the knees, come down into our goddess pose. Good. Tailbone draws down, chest is lifted. And maybe for this first round, bring your hands to your thighs and just kind of have a little wiggle here, just side to side, just kind of getting into the inner thighs, the inner hamstrings. Beautiful. And then find stillness if you found movement. Bring the hands together into heart center. On an inhale, raise your arms, straighten the legs, reach up into a 5-pointed star. And as you exhale, turn your right toes in. Left arm reaches over to the left and then come into triangle pose. Left hand to left shin or thigh, right arm reaches up to the sky. Once you're there, think about drawing that left hip slightly back towards the right heel. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Beautiful. Take one more breath in. On an exhale, look down. Release both hands down to frame your left foot, coming into a pyramid stretch at the back of the mat. You can always have a little bend into that left leg. Just let the head hang. Take an inhale. And an exhale. And on your inhale, find a halfway lift flat back. And as you exhale, bend the left knee. Drop the right knee to the floor so you're setting up for your lunge. Looking forwards as you inhale, rise to Anjaneyasana, arms to the sky. Draw the tailbone down, reach the arms up. Maybe you look straight ahead, maybe you're gazing slightly up. Take one full inhale. And then on your exhale, bring both hands down to the big toe edge of your left foot. Lift the right knee and then just pivot around to the long edge of the mat for side lunge, lifting the right toes off the floor. Hands can stay to the mat, or maybe you bring your hands to the heart. Think about lifting the chest, trying to find some space in the front body as well. Take an inhale and an exhale. Beautiful. On your next inhale, look to the front of the mat. And as you exhale, place the hands down, walk yourself all the way over to side lunge at the front of the mat. Lift your left toes up, again, hands to floor, maybe hands to heart. Flexing the left foot as you draw the toes towards the face. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Pivot around, framing your right foot. On an inhale, drop the back knee, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Again, Anjaneyasana. Tailbone draws down, arms are reaching. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, release the hands down. Lift your left knee, straighten your right leg and find your pyramid stretch. Folding over the right leg, again the right knee might be slightly bent. Take a full breath in. And a slow breath out. Beautiful, pressing into both feet. Bring your right hand onto your shin. Inhale, send the left arm to the sky, coming into your triangle pose. Think about drawing that right hip now towards the left heel and then turning open through the chest. Take an inhale and exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale, look down to the floor. Use your core muscles as you inhale, rise all the way back up. Turn your left heel in, exhale, hands to heart, come down into your goddess. On an inhale, 5-pointed star, straighten the legs, turn 10 toes forwards. And then exhale, step the right foot to meet the left foot so you're facing the back of the mat. Take an inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, side bend over to the left, send your hips to the right. Inhale, rise back to center. Exhale, send your hips to the left, side bends to the right. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, step the right foot all the way out to the right. Hands to heart, bend the knees, come into your goddess. Inhale, straighten the arms, reach up to the sky. Exhale, turn your left toes in, arms to a T, triangle pose, come down into it, left arm reaches up to the sky. Take an inhale in your triangle. Exhale, look down, release the left hand down, finding that pyramid pose facing the right leg. On an inhale, flat back, look forwards. Exhale, drop the left knee to the floor, setting up for your lunge. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to the big toe edge of the right foot. Pivot around, finding again our side lunge, maybe keeping the hands to the floor. Take an inhale here, look towards your left foot. And then exhale, side lunge all the way to the back of the mat, bending the left knee, lifting the right toes. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hands down, pivot around, frame your left foot. Go ahead and drop your right knee. Inhale, low lunge, arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, hands down, lift the right knee, straighten the left leg for your extended pyramid pose. On an inhale, find a flat back, bring your left hands to the shin, send your right arm to the sky for your triangle pose. And then exhale, just take your gaze down to the floor. Inhale, press through the feet, rise to your 5-pointed star. And then exhale, turn your right heel in, hands to the heart, bend down into your goddess. Inhale, 5-pointed star, straighten the legs, turn 10 toes to face the long edge of the mat. And then exhale, step the left foot to meet the right foot. And this time just release your arms, finding your mountain pose. Good, take a full breath in. And just let it go through the mouth. So that's a full round of our moon salutation variation. Might be a little funky at the start because it's new to you. So just move and breathe in a way that feels natural. And just try to follow the own rhythm of your breath. We'll go through it again, this time a little bit more fluid, a little bit more flowy throughout the whole thing. So on your inhale, circle your arms to the sky, interlace the fingers. Exhale, side bends to the right, hips to the left. Inhale, bring yourself back to center. Exhale, side bends to the left, hips to the right. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, separate the hands, step the left foot wide, bend down into your goddess pose. Inhale, 5-pointed star, reach up. Exhale, turn your right toes in, triangle to the left hand to the shin or thigh, right arm to the sky. Take an inhale as you look down. Exhale, pyramid pose, release the right hand down as you fold over your left leg. Inhale to flat back, look forwards. Exhale, drop the right knee down, setting up for your lunge. Inhale, low lunge, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the big toe edge of the left foot. Pivot around for side lunge, bending into that left knee. Inhale, look towards the front of the mat. And then exhale, walk yourself all the way to the front of the mat, side lunge, bending into the right knee. Inhale, lifting through the chest. And then exhale, hands down, pivot around, frame your right foot and drop the back knee. Inhale, arms to the sky, low lunge, reaching up. Exhale, hands down, lift the left knee, straighten both legs, coming into that pyramid pose. On an inhale, lift the left arm to the sky, triangle pose, open the chest. And then exhale, just take the gaze to look down to the right foot. On an inhale, 5-pointed star, rise up. Exhale, turn your left heel in, bend the knees, goddess pose, hands to the heart. Inhale, straighten the legs and the arms, turn 10 toes to face the long edge of the mat. And then exhale, step the right foot to meet the left foot at the back of the mat. Take an inhale, stretch your whole body, reaching up. Exhale, side bends to the right, send your hips to the left. Inhale, rising back to center. Exhale, hips to the right, side bends to the left. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, step the right foot to the front of the mat. Bend the knees, come to goddess pose, hands to heart. Inhale, straighten the arms and the legs. Exhale, triangle pose. Turn the left toes in, right hands to the shin or the thigh, left arm reaches up. Take an inhale as you take your gaze down. Exhale, release both hands to frame the right foot for your pyramid stretch. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knee, left knee drops to the floor, set up for low lunge. Inhale, low lunge, reach your arms to the sky. And then exhale, bring your hands to the big toe edge of the right foot. Pivot around, finding side lunge, bending into the right knee. Inhale, look towards the left foot. Exhale, side lunge to the back of the mat, bends the left knee, lift the right toes. Take an inhale in your side lunge. And then exhale, turn to face the back of the mat. Go ahead and drop your right knee down. Inhale, arms to the sky, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the floor, lift the right knee, straighten the left leg for your extended pyramid pose. Left hands to the left shin, inhale, right arm to the sky, triangle pose. And then exhale, look down if you're not already. Inhale, 5-pointed star, rise up. Exhale, turn your right heel in, bend the knees, hands to heart, goddess. Inhale, 5-pointed star, turn 10 toes to face the long edge of the mat. And then exhale, step the left foot to meet the right foot at the front of the mat. And then this time, release your arms next to your hips. Close the eyes, take a full breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. And just take a moment to observe that. Feel that, feel the energy, the openness. The softness. And just let the breath slow down, come back to that steady rhythm. And eventually just let the eyes flicker open. Turn back to face the front of the mat, finding mountain pose, feet together or apart, palms face forwards. Let's inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, soft fold, bends the knees, hands down, head in. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands down, step back to high plank. And then go ahead and drop your knees, lower yourself slowly down to the belly. Untuck your toes. On an inhale, find a gentle cobra, lifting the chest. And then exhale, send your bum to your heels for child's pose. And just melt the forehead down. Just take a deep breath in. And a slow breath, let it go. Beautiful. On your next inhale, look forwards, rise to tabletop position. And then just slide your right shin forward, setting up for your pigeon pose. If you have a block, you can always place that underneath the right sit bone. Just tuck your left toes under for a moment, lift your left knee, and then try to draw your left knee backwards. Once it's back, drop the knee, untuck the toe. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Option to stay here, otherwise exhale, just release down, coming into a few breaths in your pigeon pose. Make a pillow with your fists or a cushion or a block. But I want you to really try to find release here. Take yourself through a little scan of the body. Softening any parts that you're holding on to, any tension being held, just letting it fall, melt down onto the mat. And if you notice the mind's already wandered, that's okay, that's natural, that's normal. Just notice it and then see if you can bring your awareness back to the way in which you're breathing. Maybe saying the word inhale as you breathe in, exhale as you breathe out. Beautiful. And then slowly, just begin to rise back up onto your palms. Remove the block out from your sit bone if it's there. And then I want you to roll onto your right side. Turn to face the long edge of the mat and just lift your left toes up off the floor. So the right heel is in the groin area. Take your left hands to your thigh or your shin. Turn your chest to the right. And then inhale, reach the right arm up and over. And you can stay here. This kind of brings you more of a side body stretch. Or if you want more of a lower back stretch, begin to turn the chest towards the left leg. Take your right hands to the outside of the thigh, the shin, or hold the little toe edge of the foot. And then always use that as leverage to draw your chest over to the left. So you want to walk that left hand somewhere behind you and just kind of wiggle around, move yourself, just find those sweet spots, find those parts that you need to get into. And then just breathe into that space. Beautiful. And then wherever you are, inhale, reach that right arm back up. And then exhale, place the right hand to the front of the mat. Take the left hand next to the right hand. Just press into the hands to lift your bum up and then come back into your tabletop position. And just give the hips a wiggle from side to side. Just shake them left to right. And then before we go to the other side, just bring the hips above the knees, look forwards, and just walk your hands forwards, coming into your melting heart puppy pose. Forehead or chin to the floor, bum up, and just really feel the stretch through the shoulders, the chest. Really, really nice. On your next breath in, press into the hands, look forwards, and just walk the hands back up underneath the shoulders. This time, draw the left shin forwards. Wiggle your right knee back. Use your blocks again if you want to. And then once you're there, just come up onto the fingertips. Take an inhale, lift and open the chest. And then exhale your variation of sleeping pigeon, maybe all the way down, maybe you're making a pillow. But wherever you are, I want you to try and find as much comfort as you can. And then again, just take yourself through that quick body scan, just releasing the back leg, the shoulders, the fingertips. With each exhale, just letting yourself sink in a little bit further. Again, just notice if the mind's wandered, and just bring it back for these next 3 breaths in the pose. And then slowly come all the way back up onto your palms. Remove a block if you've got it underneath the left sit bone. And then just roll onto your left sit bone. Face the long edge of the mat. Lift your right toes off the floor, so your left heel is in the groin area. And then this time, right hands to thigh or shin. On an inhale, sweep the left arm up and over. Again, enjoy your side stretch here. Or rotate the chest down. Take the left hand to the little toe edge of the right foot, shin or thigh. And then just wiggle around until you find those sweet parts in the lower back or in the back in general that you just want to breathe and hold and work with. And then just do exactly that. Just close the eyes and breathe into that space. Beautiful. And then on your next inhale, sweep the left arm back to the sky. Exhale, left hand back to the front of the mat. Take your right hand to meet it. And then just press into the hands, lift the bum, and just step back into your tabletop position. And then again, just take some nice circles with the hips. Maybe rock them side to side. Just kind of loosen everything out. Maybe close the eyes again and just get the body involved, moving wherever you want to move. And then eventually just find stillness. Shift your legs over to one side, release your sit bones to the floor and just release your legs out long. Now a really nice variation of this pose is to grab a block or a bolster or a cushion and just place it underneath the knees. That's probably one of my favourite ways to practice this pose. If you don't have one, don't worry, just nice and normal. Let the feet and the legs kind of be soft here. Round your spine and then just begin to walk yourself forwards. Let your head release. Close the eyes and just take a few moments to slow down. So a really nice soft forward fold. And as you're melting into this pose, just feel softness, peace and calm just travel across the body. Feeling a sense of ease with each exhale, softness with each inhale. And then slowly begin to roll all the way back up. Coming into a comfortable cross-legged position or a position that feels best for you. Just let your hands rest onto your knees as you grow tall through your spine and close the eyes. Take a full breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Bring your hands to heart center. Bow the forehead down. thanking yourself for your time and taking this peace, softness and ease with you to wherever it is you're going next. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. If you did like it, please don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It really does help me in bringing you more and more videos. And apart from that, I look forward to seeing you at the weekend for a brand new video.